Do you hear what just happened? Elon Musk, yes, that Elon Musk, just dropped a massive $10 million endorsement deal on Caitlin Clark. And trust me, this isn't just any ordinary deal. This is a game changer that's got the WNBA seriously rattled.
Why?
Because it's proving to everyone just how valuable women's basketball truly is. But here's the big question. Could this be the beginning of the end for the WNBA as we know it?
Caitlin Clark.
In a shocking twist, tech billionaire and world's richest man Elon Musk has offered Caitlin Clark a staggering $10 million endorsement deal. The offer could change sports endorsement in an era of social media and tech investment. With this offer, Musk has shown public support for the Indiana Fever megastar. The deal also highlights Clark's growing popularity in sports and points to the fact that she is the biggest star in women's sports.
Let's take a moment to think about this. Caitlin Clark isn't just any player. She's been shattering records left and right in the WNBA. And now, with Elon Musk backing her, things are about to get really interesting. You might be wondering, what does this mean for the future of women's basketball?
Musk's endorsement has been overwhelmingly positive, with fans and analysts celebrating the partnership. Social media has buzzed with supportive messages, with many praising Musk for his commitment to promoting women's sports.
Well, here's where things get really exciting. This deal isn't just about the money, it's about recognition. It's about showing the world that women's basketball is a big deal.
And you know what?
This might just be the start of something huge. Are we on the brink of a new era in women's sports? One where players finally get the recognition and pay they deserve? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure. The game is changing, and it's changing fast.
On-court prowess, her active engagement with fans on social media, and commitment to community service have made her a beloved figure in the basketball community. That Musk's endorsement represents a significant milestone for Clark. Taking to Twitter, he expressed, "I've been following Caitlin Clark's career and am incredibly impressed by her talent and determination. I'm proud to offer her a $10 million endorsement to support her journey. I support you, Caitlin Clark." This announcement marks Musk's notable entry into the sports endorsement arena, signaling a new trend where tech entrepreneurs are increasingly recognizing and investing in athletic talent.
Now, you might think Caitlin Clark's deal is a slam dunk for women's basketball, but what if it's actually setting the stage for a major shakeup? The WNBA has a huge problem on its hands, and it all boils down to cold, hard cash. Are we on the verge of witnessing a revolution in women's sports?
Implications of this endorsement are substantial. It not only provides Clark with resources to further her career, but also enhances her visibility as a prominent athlete. In a statement, Clark shared her excitement and gratitude, stating, "This endorsement means the world to me and provides me with the opportunity to further my career."
Let's talk numbers for a second. While Caitlin Clark's $10 million endorsement is making headlines, most WNBA players are barely making ends meet. Can you believe that? A'ja Wilson, one of the league's top stars, only earns around $225,000. Yep, you heard that right. The gap between star players and the rest of the league is massive, and it's creating some serious tension.
These WNBA players are irate about how much money they get paid. They all think they should be making LeBron James money. They certainly think, A'ja Wilson's the best player in that league. I think she makes around $225,000. They certainly want to make more money than that.
Now, you might be thinking, okay, but $225,000 isn't exactly pocket change. True, but when you compare it to what male players are making, it's a drop in the bucket. We're talking about just a fraction of what NBA players take home. And here's where it gets really interesting. A lot of WNBA players are fed up with this situation.
These WNBA players are irate about how much money they get paid.
The frustration among players has reached a boiling point. They're seriously considering opting out of their collective bargaining agreement. This agreement, which sets the rules for player salaries, is set to expire on October 31st, 2025. But here's the kicker. If the players choose to opt out, we could be facing a work stoppage. That's right. The entire league could come to a screeching halt.
Let me explain. The collective bargaining agreement for the WNBA is likely going to expire on October 31st, 2025. I believe their players, their union, has a chance to opt out of their CBA November 1st. They can opt out of the CBA, which would mean it would end October 31st, 2025. That's next year. This is likely to happen. These WNBA players are irate about how much money they get paid.
Why are they willing to go to such extremes? Well, it's simple. These athletes are tired of not being able to make a living wage from their sport. They're watching players like Caitlin Clark secure massive endorsement deals while they struggle just to pay their bills. It's creating a powder keg of frustration that's ready to explode. Right now, many WNBA players are heading overseas to play in foreign leagues because what they earn during the WNBA season isn't enough to sustain the lifestyle they deserve year-round.
These women already, half the WNBA right now is overseas playing in some foreign league right now because they don't make enough money during the WNBA season to take care of themselves at the level they want to for all year. They're already playing in rival leagues.
They're already competing in rival leagues, not because they want to, but because they have to. It's a necessity. This situation highlights the glaring financial gap in women's basketball and shines a spotlight on the potential for an alternative league that could better meet their needs. An option where players wouldn't have to choose between chasing their passion and making a living.
They're already playing in rival league. Why not start a rival league? And now, there's two ways to do it. You could have a rival league that operates during the summer up against the WNBA, or you could have a rival league that starts now.
You know what's really interesting? Some players are even saying they should be making LeBron James money. Now, that might sound wild at first, but think about it. These women are elite athletes, putting in the same hard work, the same dedication, and reaching the top of their game. So, why shouldn't they be compensated fairly? They believe fair pay means more than just a living wage. They're thinking big, like LeBron big. But here's where it gets even more intriguing. What if we're on the verge of a complete revolution in women's basketball? Imagine a league where players make millions, have ownership stakes, and call the shots. Could the XX League be on the horizon, ready to change everything we thought we knew about women's sports? It's not just about fair pay anymore, it's about total empowerment, and the game could be about to change forever.
Here's the carrot on top. You give these women a piece of the ownership of the league. Now they've made real history.
You might be thinking, hold up, what's this XX League? Well, it's a potential rival to the WNBA that's got everyone buzzing. Imagine a league where players aren't just employees but owners. A league where the ceiling on earnings is practically non-existent. Sounds too good to be true, right? But here's the kicker. It might just become a reality. With top athletes craving more control and better pay, this concept of a player-led league is gaining serious momentum. If it happens, it could completely upend the way we think about women's sports and set a new standard for what's possible.
These guys, while playing, never had an ownership stake in the league. We did that. And then once you get them focused on, hey, we're just here to play basketball.
The XX League isn't just about bigger paychecks. It's about giving players a real voice in how their league operates. Think about it. Who knows better what players need than the players themselves? This could be a total game changer, putting the power back in the hands of the athletes who make the sport what it is. Now, you might be wondering, when would this league even play? Well, that's the beauty of it. The XX League could run during the summer or go head-to-head with the WNBA. Either way, it's offering something the WNBA hasn't been able to: financial stability for all its players.
Why not start a rival league? And now, there's two ways to do it. You could have a rival league that operates during the summer up against the WNBA, or you could have a rival league that starts now, right here in America. And so you tell these ladies, I just saw Camila Cardosa, I can't remember what country she was flying off to go play. Maybe it was China, I can't remember. But you think Camila wouldn't say, oh, I don't have to leave the country and I can play basketball and I can get paid to play in the XX League?
Remember how we talked about WNBA players having to head overseas just to make ends meet? The XX League could completely change that reality. Picture this: a world where women's basketball players no longer have to split their focus between multiple leagues or fly across the globe just to make a decent living. Instead, they can hone their skills and focus on their game year-round, all without the constant worry about their next paycheck. That's the kind of security the XX League is promising. It's not just about higher salaries. It's about stability and the freedom for these athletes to truly invest in their craft without being pulled in 1,000 different directions. Imagine the impact this could have on the quality of the game, players giving their all, season after season, with the assurance that they're being compensated fairly.
I've read it everywhere. Most people think they're going to opt out, and many people believe there's going to be a work stoppage over this money issue. A work stoppage.
But here's where things get really exciting. Remember that $10 million endorsement Caitlin Clark just landed? That could be just the beginning. The XX League could be built around stars like Clark, leveraging their massive popularity to draw in fans, sponsors, and attention like never before. And it's not just about one player striking it rich. It's about raising the bar for everyone. This league has the potential to elevate women's basketball to new heights, making sure that every player, from the top stars to the rising talent, has a chance to thrive. A league driven by players, powered by their influence, and backed by the kind of financial support that could revolutionize the entire landscape of women's sports.
Here's why Caitlin Clark and other WNBA players will listen to an Elon Musk. They need leverage in their negotiations with the WNBA. Just for the leverage, they would sit down and meet with Elon Musk and his business partner. Just for the leverage that creates. Once they sit down, can Elon Musk and his business partners present a better vision of basketball? Can they present something that makes more economic sense?
You know, it's crazy this league could actually draw bigger crowds than the WNBA. Why? Because it's offering something new, something exciting. It's not just basketball, it's a movement, and people want to be part of movements.
Caitlin Clark. We have fans that clearly want to see Caitlin Clark. There's people right now making plans to watch Caitlin Clark play golf in a pro-am. Caitlin Clark is the strongest force in content, in television content, in broadcasting content. Everybody benefits wherever Caitlin Clark shows up. She's going to be the Taylor Swift of sports.
Now, let's talk about what this could mean for the players. The XX League isn't just dangling the carrot of better pay. It's offering a whole new way of thinking about women's sports. One of the ideas being thrown around is this. If you want to have a league that makes money and pays you millions of dollars, come over here to the XX League. That's a pretty tempting offer, don't you think?
That's a pretty tempting offer, don't you think? Imagine having the opportunity to not only earn what you deserve, but to also be part of something transformative. A league that prioritizes player welfare, where athletes can be both stars and decision-makers. It's an invitation to redefine the landscape of women's sports, creating a space where everyone can thrive, both on and off the court.
If you want to have a league that makes money and pays you millions of dollars, come over here to the XX League.
But it's not just about the money. It's about respect. It's about recognition. It's about saying we deserve better, and we're going to create it for ourselves. That's the kind of attitude that could really shake things up in the world of women's sports. When you think of game changers in women's basketball, Elon Musk probably isn't the first name that comes to mind. But what if the tech billionaire's latest move could transform the sport forever? Get ready for a partnership that nobody saw coming.
One that could elevate women's basketball to new heights. This isn't just a deal, it's a powerful message that the future of women's sports is bright, bold, and ready for change.
One of the richest men in the world who's not named Rothschild, Elon Musk, he needs content for Twitter, which he's trying to turn into a rival for YouTube. Caitlin Clark is that content. Women's basketball is that content.
Elon Musk isn't just about electric cars and rockets anymore. He's stepping into the world of women's basketball, and it's turning heads. Remember that $10 million endorsement deal with Caitlin Clark? That's just the beginning. Musk's involvement could be the spark that ignites a whole new era for women's sports.
An XX basketball league on X. See, now you got two X's that equal women, a basketball league that is broadcast on Twitter. Caitlin Clark is that powerful. Elon Musk and the right partners have enough money to pull this off. It would be monumental.
Think about it. Musk isn't your average businessman. He's known for shaking things up and seeing potential where others don't. And now, he's set his sights on women's basketball.
Why?
Because he sees something big here, something that could change the game forever. Imagine sitting down with Elon Musk to revolutionize basketball. His team would need a clear vision that excites both players and fans while making financial sense. The WNBA has struggled to balance politics and profits, and this uncertainty threatens not only its future, but also the financial stability of its players. Musk's involvement could bring a fresh perspective, one that prioritizes growth and sustainability. This isn't just about changing the landscape of the sport. It's about creating a solid foundation for the next generation of athletes. If anyone can spark a revolution in women's basketball, it's someone with Musk's track record of innovation and disruption.
A better vision of basketball? Can they present something that makes more economic sense than the woke WNBA? The WNBA is not a business. It's a political tool. This needs to be explained to all of the players that they're sabotaging their own economic future by allowing the WNBA to be a political tool.
Partnering with influential figures like Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and coach Gino Arima is crucial. Leveraging their popularity doesn't just boost fan engagement. It drives revenue and helps secure the WNBA's future. These are the names that draw fans, create excitement, and build loyalty around the game. This collaborative approach could unlock the league's true potential for long-term success and sustainability. By bringing together big names both on and off the court, the WNBA can tap into new markets, attract bigger sponsorships, and ultimately ensure that women's basketball continues to grow and thrive. It's not just about surviving, it's about thriving with the right partnerships in place.
So you sit down with Caitlin Clark. You sit down with, yes, Angel Reese. You sit down with Aaliyah Boston. You sit down with Juju Watkins. You sit down with Gino Arima. Yes, Gino, the coach of UConn. And you say, hey guys, let's do business. Let's make a big pile of money. We have a rare gift here in Caitlin Clark. We have fans that clearly want to see Caitlin Clark.
A business-focused approach could change everything for women's basketball. And let's not forget about the money. With Musk's backing, the XX League could become a reality. We're talking about a league where players aren't just employees but owners, where they have a real say in how things are run. That kind of financial support could be a total game changer for women's sports. But here's where it gets really interesting. Musk isn't just throwing money at the problem. He's bringing his innovative mindset, the same one that revolutionized the car industry with Tesla and changed space travel with SpaceX. That kind of out-of-the-box thinking could completely transform women's basketball. And this isn't just about basketball. If Musk's involvement in the XX League pays off, it could set a powerful precedent for other women's sports. We could be looking at a future where female athletes across the board get the recognition and support they deserve. Foreign entities, like those in Saudi Arabia, are already noticing the rising popularity of stars like Caitlin Clark and the excitement around women's basketball. While NBA and WNBA leaders hesitate, others are ready to capitalize on this moment, just like how LIV Golf attracted talent by offering significant financial incentives. Could Musk and the XX League do the same for women's basketball? It's a future that's quickly becoming more than just a dream.
I'm going to tell you who's going to do this. Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia or some foreign country is going to, they can see what I can see. Man, there's a lot of momentum behind Caitlin Clark and women's basketball. Adam Silver, Kathy Engelbert, the people running the NBA and the WNBA, they are idiots. They don't know how to maximize this Caitlin Clark gift. They don't know how to take advantage of this moment. Hey, we can do it. No different than, hey, we bought up some golfers for the Live Golf League.
American leaders might be missing a huge opportunity to elevate women's basketball. With interest in Caitlin Clark skyrocketing, there's growing concern that foreign investors could swoop in with massive financial offers and reshape the sport entirely. Imagine the top players being lured away from the WNBA, attracted by the promise of bigger paychecks and new opportunities in global leagues. This could potentially divert the best talent from the WNBA, leaving the league struggling to keep up. If American leaders don't act soon, we could see a major shift in women's basketball, with international leagues stepping in to fill the gap that the WNBA has left wide open. This isn't just about money. It's about the future of the sport and whether the WNBA can retain its stars or watch them thrive elsewhere.
America and Americans, they're so stupid. We'll go money whip a bunch of these women's basketball players and we'll start a rival league right there in America. That's what's going to happen because American men of great wealth have so little vision and so small ball. We don't do bold things. We don't do things that protect our interest in our way.
So where do we go from here? The WNBA is staring down some serious challenges, but the XX League could flip the script entirely. With Elon Musk backing Caitlin Clark, we're looking at a whole new ball game. Better pay, more control for the players, and fans going wild. Everything's on the table.
Think about it.
We could be witnessing the beginning of something massive in women's sports. It's no longer just about basketball. This could be the turning point where female athletes finally get what they've long deserved. The recognition, the money, the respect. And here's the crazy part. A few years from now, we might look back and say, that's when it all changed. Are we ready for this new era in sports? Because ready or not, it's coming.
If you've made it this far and are enjoying the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. We know watching this video takes some of your time, and we truly appreciate you sticking with us. Your support helps us bring you more great content.